What's going on, guys? Spencer Clays here, and today I'm going to show anyone how they can start making $500 to $1,000 a day from scratch with their own roof and gutter cleaning business. Let's go. Alright, so first things first, before starting any business, the most important thing is making sure that people actually need what you have. A lot of people see me and my company cleaning 2, 3, sometimes 4 or more roofs in a day and assume that they can do the same thing in their area when this isn't always the case. When I first started this business, I was actually doing pressure washing because I heard a guy in Florida was doing the same thing and making $900 a day. So I immediately got to work with a cheap Ryobi pressure washer, doing driveways, which I successfully did for about 3 weeks before I finally realized that most people were actually more interested in getting their roofs cleaned instead. So this is why I rarely recommend buying expensive equipment in the beginning, because you never know what specialty you're going to uncover. I know people who started one business and instead they ended up doing painting, attic insulation, boat detailing, or something else entirely that no one else had really thought of. That being said, roof and gutter businesses specifically are best in areas that have a lot of trees. Trees drop their leaves, branches, and moss, which can get any roof and gutter looking dirty and can potentially damage the roof if moss starts growing underneath the shingles or the gutters get clogged and water gets into the house or the foundation. So look around at roofs when you're driving around town, and if you see moss, algae, or black streaks, you might have a potential 6-figure business on your hand. To really find out though, you're going to have to just send it and see if people need this done and if they're willing to pay for it. Every city is different, so be flexible and go where the market tells you. This is hard to explain, but you need to trust your gut and your instinct. I knew as soon as I cleaned my first roof for $300 that I was going to make this a successful business. You just gotta go with the flow and see what people want. This is why stuff like college and school is overrated, because most things that have potential to become big, you can't really teach or give someone a 10-step plan. Success is abstract. You have to be able to read between the lines and uncover hidden market needs. That is what you, the business owner, the leader, the entrepreneur, has to be able to see the vision that no one else can. Cool. Okay, so now we got that stuff out of the way. Let's dive into some more practical tips. For now, let's assume your goal is just $10,000 a month or at least $100,000 per year. In the US right now, that is a bare minimum, and honestly making $10K per month is not that hard, especially with a business like this, as the average roof and gutter clean runs between $300 and $500, so that's only 20 to 30 jobs per month. I talk a ton about marketing in other videos, so for right now, let's just focus on getting your first couple jobs and then build up our skills as we go. If you've never done any work for anyone, you probably should practice for free on either your parents' house, neighbor, or a friend. Make sure you get some good before and after pictures, as we can use these for marketing later. Once you do this, what I would do next is run a basic ad on Facebook with something very simple like a $1.99 or $2.99 roof and gutter special. Put your before and after pics on a free tool like Canva, make a simple ad like so, and you're off to the races. Spend 10 to 20 bucks a day and let that run. Until that takes off though, we want to start knocking doors. Right now we need momentum, so we need to get some paying clients so that we can get reviews and more pictures and content for our Facebook page. I don't think I mentioned it yet, but don't worry about a website at all until we've made some money and have proof of concept. For door knocking, it's all about volume. Maybe watch a video or two about a good script to use, but I would just get knocking. I landed my 3rd door that I ever knocked, not because I was skilled or knew what I was doing, but because it's a numbers game. Bare minimum, you should knock 50 doors per day, 100 if you can. Most people won't answer the door, plain and simple, and most people won't be interested, but out of 50 doors, you should be able to land at least 1 or 2 jobs. If not, move to a different neighborhood. A little tip is don't carry a business card. If they ask for more info, that means they're interested, so you should just say, yeah, let me get you a quick price on that. Try and close them on the spot. If they say they're interested, but they say they'll call you later, probably only 1 out of 100 people actually will. So I would say, hey, we're only in the area today. That's why I stopped by, and that's how we can offer you a discount right now. If they still don't bite, I would just move on. Maybe direct them to your Facebook page or get their number. But I like to look for people who are ready to go and not mess with people who aren't. That's how I got the ball rolling, and if you do this right, you'll start to get some jobs, generate interest, get more reviews and momentum. Most importantly, just never giving up. Remember, we only need a measly 20 or so jobs. Hell, even for most people, just an extra 5K in a month would help out a lot. So don't expect your first month to be a success. It'll take a while, but you will get there. Just have the mentality that no matter what happens, you're not going to give up. For me, this is exactly why I needed to quit my job and vowed never to go back. And this pushed me hard and forced me to win, and I did. It's scary in the beginning, but the fear is just something you got to get used to dealing with no matter where you're at on your journey. Anyways, once you land your first couple jobs, now it's time to get them cleaned and make our customers happy. Don't worry about charging a good price just yet. Hell, I would even offer some cleanings for 100, maybe 200 bucks until you're comfortable with the work, and then gradually charge more until people start saying no to your prices. We just want to do a good job first before worrying about price or any of that other stuff. Roof and gutter cleaning is covered in many of my other videos, but for right now, just make sure we get all the stuff that isn't roof off the roof and all the stuff that's not supposed to be in the gutters out of the gutters. Don't overthink this. I never went to roof cleaning school. I simply simply just started doing it. Your first few jobs will take longer than you feel they should, but that's just part of the process of learning. You'll get better and faster, or if you're like me, you'll be able to hire people to help you do the work so you can focus on growing the company and getting more customers. I'll cover basic equipment here too, but if you watch this far, definitely grab my ebook about starting this business, and it comes with the full list of everything. Right now it's still just $7. So number one, for roof cleaning, obviously you got to have at least 2 good ladders and a way to carry them. I started with the Toyota Corolla and a ladder rack. Now I have 3 trucks. Here's one of them, but this is also going to depend on where you live. Some houses in the Northeast are a lot taller. Some in the South are just 1-story houses. I personally carry a 24-foot ladder and a 32-foot ladder. That combo has yet to fail me, so that's all there is to that. Next, you gotta get a good leaf blower. I remember I bought the cheapest one at Home Depot twice in a row, and each lasted only about a week or so before I switched to something better like the Husqvarna 525 BTX. Definitely not something to cheap out on. Lastly, just some miscellaneous stuff. I always carry a brush, a bucket, and a rope harness to make sure we're being safe on steeper roofs. No one roof is worth risking your safety. If you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. There's tons of other roofs out there. Some are just not meant to be. Remember, anyone can start and make this business successful. The big takeaway here is that number one, you don't need much to start. And number two, absolutely do not overthink this stuff because there's no way you can know everything anyways. 10 hours of doing plus 1 hour of learning will always beat 10 hours of learning and 1 hour of doing. Just get after it, my friend. You got this. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, this is the place for home service entrepreneurs. And if you're looking for one-on-one help to implement this faster and to be around other like-minded men, you need to be in my Inner Circle program. Details and the application are below, and I will see you there or in the next video. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to the Spencer Clay Show. That's all for now. See you in the next episode. Peace.